Hi everyone, good day to all of us. And so we are the group 2 and our topic is the circular relation of acts and character. So for our topic today guys is matatackle natin sa buong video presentation kung paano nga po ba nagre-relate yung ating mga acts and sa pagiging tao natin. So yun po yung pinaka-relationship ng acts and character natin, kung ano po yung ina-act natin and kung ano po yung mismong character natin. Okay, so to dive deeper everyone, let's get started.
In the process of moral development, there is the circular relation between acts that build character and moral character itself. Not all acts help to build moral character, but those acts which emanate from moral character certainly matter in moral development. Hence, there appears the apparent circular relationship between individual acts and moral character.
Our topic is about the circular relations of acts and development. In the process of moral development, there is a circular relation that builds character and moral character itself. In the other words, yung acts and decisions natin in life is to form our moral development. And these concepts are connected kay Aristotle to emphasize our moral and moral behavior ng bawat individual. Like for examples, may mga bagay or actions tayo na gagawin na nakabase sa values natin. And that way is magiging madali yung pagdevelop ng good characters natin. Like, it's a cycle. Acts build character and then character guide acts. So this is the importance of ethical behavior in developing a strong moral character.
Okay, next guys, about the circular relation of acts and character. Moral development should also be understood in the sense of human flourishing. This flourishing is attained by the habitual practice of moral and intellectual excellences or virtues. In the context of developing morality, which also brings about self-realization and happiness, acting in line with virtues is acting in accordance with reason. Okay, sa context ng statement na to guys, and for a while, ayusin ko lang yung image ko para malaki tayo tignan dito sa ating presentation. Okay, sa moral development means becoming a better or more virtuous person, everyone. It is not just about following rules, it's about reaching your full potential as a human being. Katulad nga ng mga philosopher, katulad ni Aristotle, na yung tawag niya sa flourishing or eudaimonia. Okay, so this flourishing happens when you consistently practice virtues like honesty, courage, kindness and self-control. So habang tumatanda daw tayo everyone, dapat patuloy nating pinapractice or sinasana yung sarili natin na maging honest, matapang, mabuting tao, or yung pagkocontrol natin sa ating sarili. Okay, hindi naman tayo bigla-bigla nagiging virtuous instantly. Kasi nga sabi dito sa ating PowerPoint, it's by habitual practice. Okay? So, dapat habang tumatanda tayo is, ayun nga, pinapractice natin, sinasanay na natin yung sarili natin, yung gawin yung mga virtues na yun, yung apat na sinabi ko, yung pagiging matapang, honest, yung self-control natin, and syempre yung pagiging kind natin. Okay? So, pagpaulit-ulit natin ginawa yung mga virtues na to, or kapag repeated good action, kapag ni-repeat natin yung good actions, ay nag-shape na siya sa ating character. And once nagkaroon na tayo ng strong character, everyone, it becomes natural to act right lang. Okay, so parang natural na lang daw talaga sa atin na mag-act ng tama according na rin yun yan sa reason natin. So, okay, so acting in line with reason, everyone. So acting according to reason means making thoughtful wise choices instead na mag-act tayo ng bigla-biglaan or impulse or emotion. Okay? Ayan, dapat daw hindi tayo nag-act ng bigla-biglaan na lang or pangalan nun, nang walang reason kasi nga for Aristotle, ito yung nagsiseparate sa atin sa mga animals, which is our ability to think and choose what is good. Kapag nag-act daw tayo ng with virtue, hindi tayo nag-act because ito yung yung tama na feeling natin. So hindi tayo nag-act na feeling kasi natin ito yung tama kapag may nag-act daw tayo with virtues. Ginagawa daw natin ito kasi nga ito yung reason natin na nagsho-shows na tama po tayo. Okay, so kapag yung cycle na to guys, ayun, kapag yung cycle na yung good acts natin, next as nagbi-build tayo ng good character, nagre-result lang yan is madami pa tayong magagawang mabuting acts in the future. And that's what shape our character. Okay, so doon na makikita yung relationship ng yung act and yung character natin. Kapag yung pinapakita nating mga bagay or yung mga acts natin ay yan yung nagsha-shape or nakikita sa ating character, everyone. So okay, so this ongoing cycle, everyone, result in personal growth, moral maturity and happiness, everyone. Katulad na lang nung pagsabi ng po and opo. 'Di ba guys, nung bata tayo, tinuturuan na tayo ng mga magulang natin or yung mga nakakatanda sa atin na palaging magsabi ng po and opo sa mga nakakatanda. Okay, sa bagay pa lang na yun guys, ay makikita mo na yung relationship ng act and character. Kasi nga sabi ko kanina, dapat pinapractice na natin yung good deeds or yung good act as we grow up, nagpo-flourish tayo. Okay, so habang tumatanda tayo, nasanay na nating gamitin yung po and opo as a show of respect. Ayan, hindi na natin siya in-act kasi feeling natin tama to. Ayan, in-act na natin siya kasi nga tama talaga siya sa reason natin kasi nga yun yung tinuro sa atin. And yung sinabi ko kanina na kapag patuloy tayong gumagawa ng tama, nagiging natural na lang sa atin gawin yun or sabihin yun, katulad ngayong pagsabi ng po and opo. Ayun, meron na tayong strong character as a Filipino kasi nga sa culture natin is ayun nga yung pagsabi ng po and opo, nakasanay na natin siyang sabihin to show respect na nagre-result lang sa character natin na respectful tayo or a good Filipino Samaritan po tayo.
Indeed, philosophers like Aristotle hold that the function of human being consists in activities which manifest in the best state of rational aspect, that is, the virtues.
Ang ibig sabihin ng circular relation of act and character ay magkaugnay sa ginagawa natin na act na tinatawag at ang ating pagkakatao or ugali, character. Ayon kay Aristotle, ang pagkakatao ng isang tao ay nabubuo na pamamagitan ng paulit-ulit na paggawa sa mabubuting gawain. Ibig sabihin, kung lagi kang gumagawa ng tama at mabuti, nagiging bahagi ng ito ng iyong pagkakatao. Nagiging virtue o mabuting asal. Halimbawa, kung palagi kang nagsasabi na totoo, nagiging habit mo na ito. Dahil sa paulit-ulit mong pagiging tapat or honest person ka na, yan ang sinasabi ni Aristotle o pinapahiwatig niya na connection ng act and the character. Hindi ka pinanganak ng mabuti o masama, pero mabubuo yung character mo sa mga choices and or action mo sa araw-araw. Kaya ang circular siya kasi ang mabuting gawa ay bubuo ng mabuting ugali. At ang mabuting ugali naman ay nagtutulak sa iyo pa magpatuloy kang gumawa na mabuti. Parang cycle. The more you do good act, the stronger your good character become. Isipin mo, isipin mo, araw-araw kang tumutulong sa kaklase mo o kaklase mo or kaklase ko na nahihirapan sa lesson. Doon pa lang, simpleng act of kindness lang yon. Pero habang ginagawa mo ito, araw-araw nagiging bahagi na ito ng personality mo. So, parang na-adapt mo na siya na pag-help sa kaklase mo na nagiging mabait at matulungin ng tao. Ganito yung pinapakita ni Aristotle. Ang virtues ay bunga ng consistent na mabuting gawain. So, ayun po.
Aristotle states that it is not easy to define in rules which act deserve moral praise and blame, and that these matters require the judgment of the virtuous person, that is, someone with good moral character. Aristotle explains that it's not always easy to tell which action deserves praise or blame based on strict rules alone. What's right or wrong often depends on the person making the decision and their sense of morality. He believed that only a virtuous person, someone with a good and well-developed moral character, can truly judge what is right in a given situation, meaning that our actions and our character are closely connected. Good actions come from a good character, and repeatedly doing good actions help strengthen the character even more. So para lang po siyang cycle, like our choices shapes who we are, and who we are influences the choices we make. So halimbawa po, there's a student and lagi siyang nagsasabi ng totoo kahit minsan nahihiya siya or natatakot or nahihirapan siyang makipag-communicate. Pero dahil paulit-ulit niyang pinipili yung pagiging honest sa isang tao, unti-unti niyang na-adapt or nagiging part ng ugali niya yun. So it's like a never-ending cycle kasi nasanay ka na.
Circular relation of acts and character. Nonetheless, the Greek philosopher think that it takes someone of good moral character to determine with regularity and reliability what individual acts are appropriate and reasonable in certain situations, and that it takes someone of good moral character to decide with regularity and reliability how and when to secure goods and resources for himself or herself and others. Anyway, Greek philosopher believed na kailangan ng good moral character ang isang tao dahil natutulungan nito na mag-decide kung anong kilos ang tama at nararapat na gagawin niya sa isang partikular na sitwasyon. At ito rin ay isang basis kung paano magiging matatag sa pagdedesisyon ng tama at nararapat. Hindi lang para sa iyong sarili, kundi para sa ibang tao. So for example, nakakita tayo ng matanda na nahihirapan tumawid. Syempre, bilang may good moral character, hindi tayo mag-hesitate na tulungan siya. Dahil ito ay tama at nararapat na kilos at angkop na gawin.
Circular relation of acts and character. Virtuous traits of character thought to be stable and enduring, and are not more products of fortune, but of learning, constant practice, and cultivation. But we have to add that virtuous traits of character are called excellence of the human being because they are the best exercise of reason, which is the activity characteristic of human being. In this sense, the Greek moralist believed virtuous acts complete or perfect human life.
Circular relation ng acts at character ay tungkol sa connection ng ginagawa natin at ng pagkatao natin. Sabi ng mga Greek moralists, ang good character ay hindi swerte lang, kundi kailangan itong pinag-aaralan at pinagpapaktisan ng paulit-ulit. Tinatawag itong excellence ng tao dahil ito ang best na pinagpaggamit ng ating isip, reason. Kaya kapag gumagawa tayo ng tama, virtuous acts, unti-unti natin binubuo ang ating good character. At kapag maganda na ang ating character, mas nagiging natural sa atin ang gumawa ng tama. Sa huli, ang cycle na ito ang mabuting gawain at matatag na pagkatao ng pagkakakompleto ng pag-perfect sa ating buhay.
Moral
Moral development is a continuous and reciprocal process between one's actions and moral character. True moral growth is achieved through the consistent practice of virtues, habits of reason and excellence that lead to human flourishing and happiness. As Aristotle emphasized, virtue is not innate but cultivated through learning and deliberate action. Therefore, it is through a life of reason-guided and virtuous choices that a person attains self-realization and the perfection of human life. So, to conclude our report, again, moral development is a continuous process, which means hindi po ito natatapos. Every actions we do, nakakaapekto po ito sa kung anong klaseng tao tayo nagiging. Our actions build our character, and at the same time also our character guides our future actions. Kaya po ito tinawag na circular relation kasi paikot po ito. Paikot lang po. Tapos if we keep doing good acts, we develop good habits, and those good habits po eventually form a good moral character. Pero if we keep doing bad acts, it shapes bad character. Ganun din po yun. And that's a circular relation. Umiikot lang po ito. Sabi nga po ni Aristotle, virtue o good moral character is not something na ipinanganak na tayo na meron na. We develop it through learning, practice, and making conscious choices guided by reason. Which means na ang moral growth happens when we choose to do what is right and what is right over and over again, at patuloy na pagpili sa tama. Kasi doon po natin mararating yung totoong happiness pa natin and self-realization, kasi we're becoming the best part of ourselves, the best version of ourselves. And that's the end of our presentation.
Before we end this presentation, we'd like to take a moment to ask if anyone has any questions or clarifications. We'll be happy to clarify or explain any part of the presentation that you'd like to know more about. Your questions and feedback are always appreciated as they help deepen our understanding of the topic. Feel free to ask now, or you can also reach out to us later if something comes to mind after watching. Okay? You can contact us on our social media, guys, if you have any questions or clarifications. Thank you once again for your time and attention, everyone. Thank you so much, guys, for watching our presentation. Once again, we really appreciate you taking the time to learn about this topic with us. We hope you find the information meaningful and it gave you some useful insights or ideas. Preparing and sharing this presentation has been a great experience and we are glad we could share it with you guys, okay? Once again, thank you so much guys for your time and attention. This has been your Group 2 and we hope to see you again soon. Goodbye everybody and see you around.